Hello everyone, welcome to practice. Today this class will be revolving around one very special asana called Natarajasana, or the dancer's pose, Lord of the Dancer's pose. And it's a beautiful balance pose, which is also a back bend, like a really nice front stretch for the body. And it's an asana that is for Shiva, because Nataraj is one of the names of Shiva. And it's his dancer version or incarnation, and it symbolizes this dance of, destruction of everything that doesn't serve us, and then it gives us a lot of focus, a lot of balance, a lot of stability, at the same time that it gives us this big heart opening effect. So it's one of the most, in my opinion, it's one of the most enjoyable asanas to do, but it can be quite challenging physically and also mentally, because you have to think about a lot of things at the same time. So we're going to work on leg strength, and also we're going to work on opening the front of the body, opening the hip flexors, open the chest, and then we're going to do a few versions of the pose. If you have available, have a strap or a scarf, a sarong, a belt. You might need it, you may not. So just have it next to you just in case. And we're going to begin by just centering ourselves. To start the practice, find a comfortable seated posture. Place your hands onto your knees. Sit with your spine straight. Slightly contract your lower belly. And then either gaze down to the nose or to the floor, or close your eyes completely. Take a few deep, long breaths here. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your arms, relaxing your hips, feeling your sitting bones heavy on the mat. Relaxing your legs, your feet. Relaxing the muscles on your face. And if you are by now familiar with Ujjayi breath, breathing with sound, you can activate it now. Remembering to use the full capacity of your lungs as you inhale. And exhale completely. Emptying the lungs. Bring your hands to your heart center, connecting the thumbs to the chest. Slightly bow the head down. Just take a moment to connect here to your heart. And if you wish to do so, you can set an intention for your practice now. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower the hands down. Slowly open the eyes. Move your hands to the front here, swing the legs back, and we start the practice today in child's pose. So you can keep your knees together and just simply come down to the mat, or if you feel more comfortable, you can open the knees to the side, keeping your feet touching, and then your chest will have more space to drop here. So if you're feeling more open already, you can come down. Then forehead to the floor. Just take a moment here to really relax the body. Keep your arms straight, but for now you can place the elbows on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hips. And breathe. We're going to bring some activation now to the pose. So really open your hands really wide. Press the fingertips on the floor. Press the whole palm on the floor. And then lift the elbows off the floor as you maintain the pose here. So press down with your hands. Try to relax the chest and the shoulders and keep pressing. So the more you press here, you're going to start feeling the stretch coming to the sides of your armpit, the triceps going down towards the rib cage. And if you want to make this stretch a little bit more intense, you come to your fingertips and press it down. Wherever you are with your hands, now we walk the hands to the right side and then drop down, keeping the hips where they are. And you're going to feel now the stretch more on your left side. Don't tense the shoulders here. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Breathing deeply, and if you can, breathing with sound. And then in your next inhale, we're going to bring the hands all the way to the left side of the mat and stretch the right side of the body. And slowly on your next inhale, come back to center. Place the palms back on the floor if they're not there yet. And now we're going to slide the chest forward. So if your elbows are off the floor, now you bring them down and try to keep the chest as close as you can to the floor. Here I'm going to close my knees, and then we bring the chest in between the hands and move the elbows a little bit forward. Have the elbows aligned with the shoulders, pressing the hands again on the floor. Relax the bottom part of the body from your waist down. You can wiggle your hips a little bit for Sphinx pose. So you're going to gently begin this opening here of the chest. Press the elbows firmly on the floor. And then if you feel that you have this space, imagine that you're moving the elbows back as if you're trying to crawl forward on the mat, but because your legs are relaxed, then you're not going to really move. Just cause some traction here to open the chest further. Keep your head, the top of your head pointing towards the ceiling so you don't have to tilt the head like this. Just keep looking straight ahead or looking down on your nose. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale. Come down to the floor. Bring the hands to your chest. Bring the chin to the floor. And now you're going to engage the legs a little bit. So you can either have your feet together or you can have them slightly separate, but not too much. And if they are separate, make sure that your heels are not coming out like this. And you keep the feet pointing straight back. Now you're going to come into baby cobra here. So press the tops of the feet on the floor. Lift the chest up. You can lift your hands up. And then if you're really, really contracting your glutes, relax the glutes a little bit. Try to contract your hamstring. And then localize where your tailbone is. And then send the tailbone towards the floor. Bring your belly button in and up. See that you get an extra lift onto the chest here. And breathe. And exhale, release. Place the chin on the floor. Tuck your toes. And come up to your knees. Check where your hands are. Don't move your hands now. They are slightly ahead of the shoulders, and this is okay because we're going to come up into downward facing dog, but we're going to do it more dynamically. So tuck in the toes. We take the knees off the floor. Send the chest towards the knees here. Stretch the arms and come back down. We're going to do this 2 more times, yeah? Inhale, lift the knees off the floor. Exhale, push yourself back. Keep the knees bent. Stretch the arms. And come down. And we're going to do this 1 more time, and then at the end we push the legs up to do full downward dog. So take the knees off the floor. Exhale, keep the knees bent. Push the chest towards the knees. Drop the head. And slowly begin to extend the legs, heels moving towards the floor. If they don't touch the floor, it doesn't matter as long as they are moving down here. Tailbone still pointing up to the ceiling. Now see where your tendency is. If you're rounding the back here, so make sure that tailbone is moving up and you press the hands. If your tendency is the opposite, if you are collapsing here with the chest down, press the chest against your back, against your shoulder blade. And whatever you're doing, maintain your core engaged, belly button in and up. Walk your dog. Look at your hands. Bend the knees, and we're going to step with the right foot in between the hands. Placing the knee on the floor, coming to a low lunge. You can rest the back foot down, sink here onto this stretch. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, place the hands down. Extend the front leg, flex the right foot. And bring the foot down. Tuck the back toe. We're going to go back to downward facing dog. And now bring the left foot in between the hands. Bring the knee on the floor. Foot on the floor. Come up here. Sink further onto your right hip. Breathing. With sound if you can. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the back foot, stretch the front leg. Place the foot on the floor, hands firmly on the floor, back into downward dog. And as you exhale, bring the knees to the floor, coming to tabletop. So you probably will have to move your hands back a little bit to align the wrists to the shoulders. So extend the right leg back, flex the foot, and then flex the knee. Send the heel up towards the ceiling, open the chest, look up. Exhale, bring the knee to meet the forehead, and then you point your foot. Inhale, flex the foot, keep the knee bent, move up. Exhale, point the foot, knee to forehead. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. This time you stay here. You can just keep the leg up, moving the heel up towards the ceiling. Or if you can then stretch the chest as well. With your left hand, grab hold of your foot. Push the foot against the hand. Open the chest here. And exhale, release. Drop the knee to the floor, and we do the right side, the left side. So extend the left leg back, flex the foot, bend the knee, heel up towards the ceiling, open the chest. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale up, this time stay here, pressing the heel up. Now if you did it on the other side, grab hold of your foot with your right hand. Press the foot against the hand. Open the chest. And exhale, release. Coming to child's pose. Take just a couple of breaths here so we don't cool down. And we're going to lift into downward facing dog again. So keep the hands where they are. Just extend the arms completely. Spread the fingertips wide. Come to the knees. Same way as we went into downward dog before. Take the knees off the floor. Push the elbows and then extend the leg. Inhale. And bring the right foot in between the hands. Drop the knees down to the floor. And come up here for a low lunge again. Rest the back foot. And then move your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Coming into lizard pose. Sink a little bit deeper onto the hips. And then, if there is space for you here, you can come down onto the forearms as well. We're gonna have that deep stretch of the hip flexor again. So with your left hand, if you're down here, with the left hand, you grab hold of your right ankle. If you're up here, you can just stay with the hand on the floor. And then we bend the back knee, and with the right hand, we reach to the foot. Try to bring the heel towards the buttocks, opening the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. And see here if you can contract your core. Don't let the belly drop down towards the floor. Lift the belly button up towards the chest. And exhale, release. Bring the foot back in between the hands, tuck the back toe back into downward dog. And then we do the same on the right side, the left side. Drop down, come up to the lunge first, rest the back foot. Then bring the hands down, left foot on the outside of the left hand. Either stay up here or come down to your elbows. If grabbing the foot is too much for you, then you can just stay here. There's enough stretch for the hip flexor. But then if you feel that you have space to stretch a little bit more, then bend the back knee, grab hold of the foot, press the foot against the hand, open the chest towards the ceiling. Try to bring the foot towards the buttocks, but you create some resistance with the foot. Belly in. And exhale. Slowly release. Bring the foot in between the hands again. Tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee off the floor, but instead of going into downward facing dog, we're going to bring the right foot to meet the left here at the front. Coming into a forward fold, bend the knees if you need to. This can feel a little bit uncomfortable because of the deep stretches we were doing here. So if you feel a pull or something, bend the knees. You can really bend it and drop the head. If you have the space at the back of the legs, you can extend. But if your legs are completely extended, bring weight to the front of the foot so you're not sticking the bum out like that. It stays aligned. If your back is curving and you have something blocked next to you, you can also hold the block here. And on your next inhale, slightly bend the knees if you don't have it bent yet. Exhale fully. And as we inhale, we come up with a straight back. Extend the arms up. And exhale. We come down. So we're going to practice balancing on one leg first. So we're going to keep the left foot down on the floor, and I just want you to take the right foot up without moving it to the side. So imagine that you're sending the femur into the socket, or you're going to have to lift the hip a little bit. So strong supporting leg, then we lift the leg up. Hold it here and release. Again, lift. Hold it here and release. And one more time, lift. Hold it here. This time, bend the knee. Grab hold of the knee. If you can, with both hands. Try to keep the knees aligned here, so if it's going forward or backwards like this, you bring it to the same line. Now, we engage the pelvic floor muscles, lifting as if you're trying to go to the toilet. You want to go to the toilet, but you can't. So you hold the pelvic floor muscles and hold the belly in. So you're going to feel a lift here and really, really feel that your supporting leg is really strong and engaged. So there is energy moving down to the floor, but at the same time here, try to bring the elbows towards each other, lift the chest, and exhale, release. We're going to do that on the other side. So lift the left foot up. Strong supporting leg, don't lock the knee, keep a micro bend, and release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, lift. Hold it here. Belly in. And then bend the knee, grab hold of the foot with both hands if you can. Align the knees. Tuck the tailbone in. Contract the pelvic floor muscles. Lift the chest up. Try to bring the elbows towards each other. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Shake the legs, shake the hands, and now we're going to go into the full posture. So I'm going to show you the first version, and I will show you the modification after, and then you can do whichever you prefer. So we have the supporting foot. I'm going to start with my right leg up first. So I have my left foot firmly on the floor, and then I'm going to open my hand to the side. Yeah, but I open to the front, not towards the back, to the front. Keeping my hand like this, I bend the knee. So grab your foot from the inside. This will guarantee that the shoulder stays in external rotation. Now notice that probably the tailbone went back. So tuck the tailbone in here, extend the left arm up. You can keep the palm open like this, or you can do Yan Mudra, bringing the index finger and the thumb together. Lift the chest up as you inhale, and then as you exhale, fix your gaze somewhere in front of you, not on the floor, in front of you. Don't change your gaze. Keep pressing the foot against the hand. Lean the chest forward, not down. Stay with your chest up and press the foot against the hand. Move forward. So your chest, your hand, and your gaze are all going to the same direction. And breathe. Hold. We're going to come back the same way with control. Inhale. Lift the energy up. Keep the gaze at the same point. And exhale. Release. Going to do the other side. Strong right leg. Open the arm. Bend the knee. Hold the left foot from the inside. Now notice if your tailbone went back, Tuck the tailbone in, extend the arm, find your gazing point, inhale, exhale, begin to lean, press the foot against the hand, don't look down and don't aim to bring the chest down, chest forward, pressing the foot against the hand, don't change your gaze, breathe. Strong supporting leg. One more breath. Then we're going to come back the same way with control. On an inhale, we come up. And exhale, we release. Yeah, I'm just going to show you a quick variation on one side, and then if you like, you can do it on both sides. It's with a strap. So you press the strap around the foot like this. And then you lift from here. You can grab the strap with both hands. These will make it deeper, but it can also help if you do the other version. But you find it too much to reach the foot, so you can just stay here. Yeah? So find the version that feels better for you. If you want to go deeper, you can hold the strap back here and walk the hands. Maybe you can catch your foot. That is the full expression of Natarajasana. But for today, we can stop here. So we're just going to sit on the mat. I'm going to do a forward bend as a counter pose. Just simple Paschimottanasana. Flex the foot, sit with the back straight. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, calm down. If you feel that you're rounding your back a lot, you can also use the strap. Placing the strap around the foot, keeping the elbows close to the rib cage, and then you're going to come forward by moving the elbows back. And it might be that this is all that you can do, and this is okay. It's better than being like this. And drop the head wherever you are. So either stay here, or here, or here, or all the way down. And breathe. And slowly on your next inhale, come up. If you're using the prop, push the prop to the side. Come to lie down on the mat, hug your knees in. Swing from side to side. Extend the left leg down, keep the right knee on the chest. Bring the right arm to the side and then drop the right leg to the side, looking over the opposite shoulder. If your foot is hanging like this, you can place it on top of a block or on a cushion. Make sure that your shoulders are touching the floor, both sides. And relax your legs, especially the left leg. See if there is tension, and relax it. Come back to center. Hug both knees in. Now keep the left in, extend the right. Extend the left arm to the side. Drop the left knee down. Remember to use a block or a cushion here if your foot is not touching the floor. Look over the opposite shoulder and relax the whole body. Just a little tension on this right hand, just holding your leg in place. Inhale, slowly come up. Hug the knees in one more time. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly extend the legs, extend the arms. Make sure that your body's not touching anything, so push the props aside, just the mat. Lie with your legs apart, arms away from the body, relax the shoulders, relax your face. Move your mouth from side to side, release tension from the jaw. Eyes closed, taking a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Relax in your Shavasana. You can stay there for as long as you need. I will leave you for now. Thank you for taking this class. Namaste.